Ladies and gentlemen, now we move to the second session. That's basically will be on oil exploration and production way forward. And allow me to introduce the session chairman, Mr. Lionel Lavha. Lionel is the general manager of Kuwait Total and the group representative in the country. Lionel has 32 years experience in oil and gas business, all in Total. He started his career in the North Sea as a producer. He holds a PhD degree in engineering and petroleum from IFP, a leading petroleum education institution worldwide. Occupied many executive positions all over the world in Total affiliates. He's really familiar with the Middle East, particularly since he has participated in the Dolphin project in the peninsula. I leave the floor now for the chairman of the session, Lionel, please.
Thank you very much, Mohammed. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, excellencies. It's a great honor for me to have been chosen to be a chairman of such an important session. This morning we had the opportunity to see some of very important persons to draw the frame of what is the challenges for the future. And it was amazing. I was just counting in the first two rows this morning, there were approximately more than 1,000 years of experience in oil and gas industry. Some centuries have left, I've seen, but there are still a lot of experience, and especially on this stage, there is more than 100 years of experience in the oil and gas, and especially in the oil industry. So after the challenge that has been set this morning, we will see through the different speeches that will come how Kuwait and the region can cope with this challenge, and what will be the future of the production, and how we will meet all this production. Unfortunately, Mr. Mohammed Al-Katani from Saudi Aramco has an unforeseen event, and he could not come, and he will not deliver his speech. But the three other participants, Mr. Al-Rushaid, Mr. Al-Rifai, and Mr. Hamad Majid, will deliver very interesting speeches on how the challenges will be relieved. So let me introduce you for the beginning of the first session, Mr. Sami Al-Rushaid. As everybody knows him in Kuwait, he's the chairman and managing director of Kuwait Oil Company. He is responsible for all oil and gas exploration and production in Kuwait. He was a chairman and managing director of Kuwait National Petroleum Company from 2004 to 2007. And he had enjoyed a long and prestigious career in KNPC, where he held a number of positions, including corporate planning manager, executive assistant managing director, planning and project, and deputy chairman, deputy managing director, manufacturing, before he was being appointed chairman and managing director of KNPC. So it's a great honor for me to introduce Sami Al-Rushaid that will deliver a speech on oil and gas exploration and production in Kuwait. And I think that with Hashem, these two persons are the one who has the challenge on their shoulder, and I wish them good luck to reach this target that has been set by Mr. Farouk this morning to obtain this 4 million barrels per day in what, 8 years now? So good luck, and let us know how you will proceed. Thank you.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thank you for the kind introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, my colleagues and fellow speakers, very good afternoon to you all. It is an honor for me to be part of this conference, Gulf Petroleum, and I would like to thank the organizers for inviting me to take part of this conference. My speech will provide an overview of the oil and gas exploration and production activities developed by Kuwait Oil Company and the way forward set in our 2030 strategy. Kuwait Oil Company operations are allocated into 3 different geographical areas. North Kuwait with 838 wells, 4 gathering centers, and 1 booster station. Its current production capacity is about 700,000 barrels per day of oil, plus 50,000 barrels of condensate per day from the Jurassic. South and East Kuwait, that's the second geographical area, comprising of 1,270 wells, 14 gathering centers, and 2 booster stations with a production capacity of 1,700,000 barrels per day. That is the Greater Burgan. West Kuwait with 289 wells, 4 gathering centers, and 1 booster station, and a production capacity of about 500,000 barrels per day. To manage all assets mentioned in my previous slide, we have about 7,000 employees, of which 80% are Kuwaitis, and the rest from different nationalities. We also operate 2 effluent water disposal and injection plants, 4 offshore export terminals, and a hospital, plus Ahmadi Township. Here we show the most relevant events in our history. This is Kuwait Oil Company history. In 1934, KOC was established by the Anglo-Persian Company, which is BP now, plus Gulf then. In 1938, oil discovered in Burgan field. In 1946, first oil shipment. In 1975, full ownership by the state of Kuwait of the company. In 1980, KPC, Kuwait Petroleum Corporation, was formed. In 1990 is the invasion. 1991, the last well was capped. The wells which were on fire, the last one was Burgan 118, was capped in 1991.